Ellie Colton here for A&R Factory, and I'm super excited about this interview. Look at her hair already. She's such a style icon. So following on from the success of their debut single Confusion, alt-electronica duo Anate have took the world by storm with their newest single First Time that they released on January 13th. And when producer Andrea set out to find the perfect voice for her trip-hop inspired album, she found this gorgeous lady. So hello there, Anna.
Hi.
Hi. Honestly, I don't think I'll ever stop going on about how nice your hair is. So, as we've said, there is a lot of sort of different countries coming into play here, because I've read some places that you're an Italian duo, I've read some places that you're a French duo, so clear that up for me.
Okay, so I'm going to clear it out right now. Basically, it's a very international collaboration. So myself, Anna, I'm originally Romanian. I used to live in Paris up until 1 week ago, and now I moved to Berlin. Andrea, so he's my producer. Basically, he's Italian by nationality and also lives in Italy, in Milan. So yeah, this is the whole story.
I love that. And how come you're in Berlin now?
So now, basically, I moved in Berlin because apart from music, I'm also working in corporate. So this is, yeah, it's not so exciting as music though, but.
No, of course. And what is the kind of like music scene in Paris like? Because obviously you did spend a lot of time there. So your sort of alt-electronica style, is that very prevalent there?
I would say that maybe the Parisian scene is much more open towards Parisian acts or French acts, I would say in general. So when you start singing in English, let's say the interest maybe decreases a bit. It depends. The Parisian scene is quite diverse. I would say you have a lot of electronic music as well, but more towards, you know, dance or techno or stuff like that, a bit more underground. Yeah. And when it comes to our style, maybe it's a bit more influenced by the French artists, I would say. So it was kind of a niche that we were in.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I didn't get the chance to experience that much since COVID came exactly when we started kind of promoting and.
That must be so difficult for you as well. But, you know, with your newest release, so First Time, January 13th, so has that kind of been in the pipeline for a while? Have you been sat on it for a long time, or have you sort of put it together quite quickly? Because with coronavirus, you'd think, oh, well, some people have had a lot of time to write music, to record music, and other people have, you know, kind of been stuck unmotivated, not sure. So what's your experience been like?
So I think for us it has been as well quite confusing, you know, because when Corona struck, of course, we had a lot of let's say plans that were scheduled ahead, right? Mm-hmm. Also in terms of maybe live acts, recording sessions, and so on. So basically, we really had to reorganize all of this. The fact that I have to travel as well to Milan, you know, to meet my producer, that also kind of makes things a bit more complicated. So our plan that we had beforehand didn't quite work the way we were expecting. So we had to kind of postpone a bit the launch. I think this is really what happened. We postponed a bit the release of the album and the singles, but now we are back on track, and we really want to try to make the most out of it.
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, the track is brilliant. I love it. I've listened to it like 20 times. And there's so many things to talk about. You did an acoustic session from your studio that's like just casually chilling on 11,000 likes. Like, that's done so well. And then there's also the animation and lyric video. So first of all, talk to me about the actual song. What does it mean to you?
So the song basically is a song about first love. Just as an FYI, I really put a lot of effort into sending a message through all of my songs. So basically this song tackles the story of a first love. Mm-hmm. First love that starts, you know, amazingly, we are just the two of us, this whole wide world, it's our little secret. And then, you know, you kind of gradually fall apart. I mean, it's natural. Sometimes it happens. And the whole idea is to actually look back on those moments and cherish them, because in beautiful memories that you shared with somebody and that, let's say, made you who you are today. Yeah. So this is the whole message of the song.
Yeah.
And then it was just like very spontaneously written. Andrea, he sent me the beginning of the song, and I remember instantly feeling in love. So this is how basically I chose the topic of the song.
Do you know what? It really reminded me of that kind of phrase of "don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened." And I really think
great.
that it's such beautiful writing as well, but your voice is just so lovely, and it really suits the songs that you sing. Like you say, you want the message in there, but I really think your voice fits that. And it's the second single on your album that's coming out, but isn't it being like gradually released? So talk to me about that. Confessions.
Exactly. We decided to gradually release the album. We set on 5 songs that will be released song by song, let's say, once every month or so. And then the whole album should be released around June. So basically for each single, we will some videos as well. We are planning now also live session in a studio in Milan. So fingers crossed that I can travel.
Oh, gosh, I know. Hope so, though. You should be able to. I mean, it's just like you say, it's so difficult, but you have to kind of keep the demand there for you. So doing these live sessions or doing live streams, it's like, you know, you're just doing everything you can at the minute, but especially with the lyric video that you put out. So the acoustic version that you put out was brilliant, but the lyric one, I want to talk about the animation for that, because I always find like cartoon animation really effective for sort of like love-based songs. So who created that?
Yes, thank you. I'm not taking all the credit for it at all, because actually we worked with a wonderful person. It's a friend of Andrea called Manuela. She's Italian as well, and basically she helped us by creating the animation. I had a kind of course, plot in my mind, but she really put so much effort into it, and also her own ideas. And it's really lovely. The result is, as you mentioned as well. I love it, and we will definitely work with her for another upcoming single, also to have a kind of animation for either the official video or the lyric video. We will see.
Yeah, brilliant. And new music on the way. On your Twitter, it says that your newest single, Rio, is coming out Feb 13th. So tell me all about that. It reminds me of like Brazil, Parrots, you know, that film. So tell me about it.
Yes, exactly. I mean, Rio, of course, you know, the title says that it was inspired by a trip that I made to Rio de Janeiro 2 years ago, I think it was. And so basically the song talks about just this feeling of appreciating life and of looking at all the simple moments that we are experiencing and realizing that beauty can also be found in these simple moments. And kind of, honestly, when I wrote the lyrics, it gave me the feeling that I'm an old person looking back on my life and saying like, oh, this was a very beautiful experience, but I don't know how I just wrote it that way, you know. And I think it was just basically really inspired by the love of life that the people in Rio were constantly conveying. Yeah, that's it. I was just writing where I was there, being influenced by all that I've experienced. And then in terms of music, it just spontaneously, let's say we created the song, the melody, when I was with Andrea in the studio, and we started jamming. So the whole feeling revolving the song is really this kind of spontaneous, laid back mood of life is simple, and life.
I love how passionate you are. It's kind of like radiated through the camera, because I feel very positive and like almost creative. Now maybe I'll write a song joke, because I've been never any good at something like that. And what else is coming up for you in 2021 then? So obviously it would be great to be able to do live sessions and things like that, but like you say, you're releasing this album slowly throughout. What else can people expect from you this year?
So apart from releasing the album, which is really like, let's say, top priority for us, what we want to do is really start finding the opportunities to sing live. I mean, of course, this is the ideal. This is what we would like to do. If not, maybe this kind of live sessions in the studio, we might have some more sessions like that. And then apart from that, we already started working on our second album. So this won't be out in 2021, I don't think so, but it's a work in progress that we are also currently busy with.
Can you give me anything from that? Is it very like based off personal experiences? Is it love based? Do you know the title of any songs?
One song is called After.
Exclusive. Okay.
I mean, I really like that song a lot, so I think this is why I can share, because it's not going to be, you know, as always when you write an album, I think you kind of write more songs and then in the end you have just a couple of songs that end on the album, but I think this one will really be on the album. So one song is called After. Again, regarding what inspires me, I really think I write a lot from personal experience, and not only what happened to me, but also what I kind of observe around me, experiences of people that are close to me, or just like contemplating life, and you kind of have this kind of idea of, oh, yeah, I want to write about, you know. This is in terms of inspiration, and then in terms of sound, I might say maybe it goes a bit away from the, I wouldn't say we have a very dark sound on the first album, but it's a bit more contemplative, a bit more laid back. The second album, I think it would be a bit more about giving this feeling of, you know, a bit more energetic.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a bit, I don't really know how to describe it.
A bit more sexy, we'll just say that.
Yeah,
Sorry, I totally cut you out there with my big fat mouth. Say that again.
No worries. Yeah, not necessarily sexy, but a bit more, yeah, just a bit more energetic, you know, like listen to the song and kind of like vibe with it, not only chill and drink a glass of wine. I think the first album is really kind of an album where you can put the songs on, chill, drink a glass of wine, think about stuff. Whereas the second one, I think it's going to be a bit more, put the album on and like can start vibing with it, you know?
100%. And if people want to find you online, obviously we all want to find you online. Tell people what your social media handles are, how they can help support you, stream your music.
So in terms of streaming, you can find us on all the platforms, on Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Music, on YouTube as well. And it's always, so the artist name is Anate, Anate, and E has a little accent.
Yeah.
But I don't think you have to write it. I mean, if you write Anate and then the name of the song, you will definitely find it. And then in terms of social media, we went for Anate Music. So you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and now I just started a Twitter account. Sorry, not a Twitter, but a TikTok account as well.
Oh, brilliant.
I'm struggling with that.
Oh, I'm telling you now, TikTok is the way forward. The interaction on there, just post on there all the time. And I think as well, it's that kind of thing of you're letting people come into your sort of personal life as well sometimes, because a lot of the time with musicians, they sometimes like fail to connect with their audiences, but I think that's just such a great way. And it makes you, I know you are very down to earth anyway, like you're obviously a beautiful person, but it also makes you look like, you know, I'm normal. I know I'm in music, I know I'm, you know, very talented, but it's that element, and I really think that's a great way to engage your audience. So continue being amazing, I suppose.
Thank you. I really have the same feeling, because, you know, on Instagram, you kind of tend to have this image. You always try to create an image, whereas I feel on TikTok, also the kind of content that I'm trying to, that I'm planning to create, let's say, is a bit more down to earth, a bit more maybe talking about the messages behind the songs, and again, very short videos, just really capturing the essential, let's say, behind my work. I think maybe this is what I would try to do, and also kind of show who I am, not only this perfect image that you tend to.
Not just this perfect little. Have you ever seen the film Grease? You like the candy floss like lady? You look amazing. Do you know what, Anna? Thank you so much. You're so gorgeous. You're so talented, and I just can't wait to see what else is to come for you this year. So enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye, Ellie. Thank you. You too.